And I feel like, Doug, that's going to be your job one day. You're the audience prepper guy.
Do that,
what? Wow, like get up the hype, the opener, the open what? Yeah, the warm up.
The fluffer we call it.
Is that a fluffer?
I thought
that was for porn.
It is for porn, yeah.
Oh.
What are we talking about?
I don't, man. You did it.
Warm up.
You did it. Welcome to another. Doug, your job is to reset. Press try again.
There's a storm going.
Here it is. The storm's gonna fuck it up. Good. We're still there. It is. Hi, welcome to another episode of People's Mic. I'm Jimmy Peoples. We'll put that there. Introduce yourself.
I'm Ellen Ullman.
Ellen Ullman. Yep, it's gonna go super big time. Just sit right there. Just sit up front. That's your job. I'm sorry, Doug. That's what kind of day it's gonna be. Some days we have good days. Some days we have shit days. Welcome to the production. Introduce yourself.
I am Kevin Cam.
Yep. 3 times in the first minute.
I don't know what's going on.
Man, is it that shit? It's been worse days. Say your name again.
I'm Kevin Cam.
I think it just doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you have unlimited data?
I do. I have Sprint. Does that count?
Yeah. I mean, I think you got to get to AT&T.
I think it's this place.
I feel like Sprint is known to be bad. It's like a step above Cricket.
What kind of service do you have?
Verizon.
That's what kind of day we're gonna have, Doug.
Yeah.
AT&T. I say AT&T and Verizon.
Yeah, they're the top ones.
Yeah, she said Sprint's a step above Cricket.
Wow, really?
It's true. It's like the public's opinion.
Cricket. What about T-Mobile?
Oh yeah, T-Mobile's pretty shitty
and they just merged. T-Mobile and Sprint just merged.
Yeah, I was just about to say they're basically kind of the same level.
I wrote T-Mobile and Sprint are like 2 hoes who band together to fuck everybody.
That's true.
People are freaked out about that because Huawei apparently owns stock in both T-Mobile and Sprint, and so people are freaking out that the Chinese government is going to start spying on everyone.
That's already happening.
It's already happening.
All this spy talk, I don't care. Like, if everyone knows what everyone's doing, what are they going to catch someone doing?
Just do boring shit.
Do y'all have tape over your laptop?
Oh,
I do.
No.
I do.
I don't.
See,
even
I
care.
don't.
You don't do that?
Yeah.
You don't care?
No,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Man,
It's just gonna be me wiping macaroni and cheese out between the keys.
Yeah.
It's not anything interesting.
No. They're looking for certain people. Like,
I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I just do boring shit. Like when my camera, I do boring shit.
There's also no way they go through all of it.
No,
yeah.
unless there's something certain they're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Unemployment would be at 0% if they were watching all of the footage.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They would need a guy to watch every
I
guy.
feel like it's
Right.
more like Minority Report. They wait till you commit the crime and then so they can look
100%.
for you. You know?
Mm.
Yeah.
Say, oh, we got all your shit. You know?
Yeah.
We've been watching you for years.
You
That's the
disgust.
scary part. Yeah, you're and then start pulling shit out of what you did. That's crazy.
I wouldn't even mind. I would be okay with everyone in the world knowing all the weird shit that I do, except for my mom. I wouldn't want her knowing.
She knows. She's seen you before you saw yourself. She's like, he's gonna be a weird fuck.
No. She thinks I'm normal.
Moms know.
I don't think so. I think she's like, oh, my son would never, look at it.
No, I feel that way. My dad definitely doesn't know that I'm a whore. 100%. My dad definitely thinks that I've never given a blowjob before. Not that we've talked about it, but we just know.
Do you date blind guys?
No, I've never dated a
Other
blind guy.
Other blind guys? Like, how does that?
I wouldn't be opposed to it, but no. Also, one of us has to see.
Yeah.
One time.
How much do you see?
I can see. It's hard. Okay. So I have blind spots in the middle of my eyes. So it's mainly details.
Okay.
If it's I can see the exit sign and stuff like that. I can't tell you what color eyes you have.
Okay.
But I can see most things. It's mainly
details.
details. I can't read 12-point font and stuff like that.
Can you tell how white I am?
Yeah, you're whitish. You're not full black, right?
I can't tell you're joking.
I think I set myself up.
I don't think I can tell if I'm joking either. I think you're someone who could be mixed but could not be mixed at the same time.
Jimmy's dark chocolate dark.
Am I
Okay.
dark chocolate?
No, I guess you're milk chocolate. You're more milk chocolate.
Yeah,
I'm like
there's
milk chocolate.
nougat in there.
Yeah. It's nougat. Like I saw a dark skinned guy. I was like, damn, I'm not that dark. I was like, he was like an African dude.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, I thought I was dark, and I was like, damn, I'm kind of, I'm in the what is the Werther's originals?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you're not that light.
Middle.
You're not that light. No, that's
you're like the perfect cup of coffee. You know what I
Wow.
mean? Black,
Wow.
Yeah.
just the right
Yeah,
amount
there we
of
go.
sweet, you know?
That's
Okay.
I feel like we use like desserts a lot to describe black people. Like my mom used to say like
Delicious.
mocha a lot.
yeah.
Mocha.
Yeah.
Mocha's
It's
a
like
thing.
almost offensive. I
Mocha,
don't know.
vanilla.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I think that's nice.
White chocolate.
I've heard someone say I have like a chocolate chip cookie that's just like baked right. That's the color of my skin.
You're a soft chocolate chip cookie.
I like that. I'm okay with it.
Have you do you consider that a disability, being blind?
It is a
Is
disability.
this
Yeah.
like yours?
So okay, so this is what. Yeah. Do you consider being blind a disability?
Or does it make you
It's
stronger?
like one of the
I was trying to lead out.
disabilities. Do you consider someone in a wheelchair having a disability?
Yeah.
No, that's the weird part about it is mine's like sort of.
Mhm.
So it's like a lot of people either think I'm faking it or
Yeah.
people treat me like I literally can't see anything.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's
all
like
because
a
of the
weird
ignorance.
in between because like there are things that I can't do, but at the same time I don't want to be like belittled or anything like that.
Yeah, I feel like if I was a girl and I couldn't see guys that well, I'd also sleep with a lot of guys because like why not? You don't know what.
Yeah,
exactly
I think
what-
I'd do that regardless. But
Oh,
like, yeah, I mean, it's like you go home with a lot of like tall dudes with like weird faces. Yeah.
That's great.
Fuck. And so you like them for their personality.
Sometimes, I mean, I think that like I'm also like in a weird phase of life because I like got out of a relationship like right before moving here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
How's it going?
hang out. It's the podcast before the mic. Good.
Do you ever act more blind for like some reason?
No,
No.
I don't. I will say though that I have realized like looking at a picture of myself looking at my phone and I'm like, oh my god, I am blind. Like that's nuts because it happened when I was 14.
Mhm.
So like I went like most of my life not being a disabled person and like then you're kind of like, oh yeah, I forget that I'm like one of the blind people. Like it's a
Okay.
weird
So you
feeling.
weren't born blind.
No.
What
There's a
happened?
difference.
It's just like a degenerate disease. It's like there's a disease called macular degeneration and this
Yeah.
is just the juvenile version of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
The reason I know about that disease is I was turning in a paper late when I was in community college, and I was just like, I just lied to the professor. I was like, my mom has macular degeneration, and I had to.
How would that affect you though?
I was like, I had to take care of her at the hospital or
You always say
something.
your parents have something.
And then he was like-
But that's
a good
a
one.
really rare one.
I know, but that's why you choose something specific so
That's
they
true.
believe you. But the
Yeah.
worst part was he's like, oh my god, my mom has an eye thing also. And I was just like, don't ask me anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Oh man, how long you been doing comedy?
Like 2 years.
2 years.
Almost
2 years.
2
In?
years.
You
Yeah.
from New York? You're in New York.
No, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I started there.
You started in Tennessee.
Yeah, and so then I moved here in June. So I've been doing it here for less
That's
than a
why
year.
she likes the city.
Yeah.
She's not from there.
I am still in like my romance period with
But,
the city. for sure.
let me ask you a question. I went to a movie with a person,
A female, you can say
a
it.
female, and
He can go to the movies with a guy. Come on.
I know, but
I wouldn't,
I
but I just wouldn't. And she was like, "Yeah, I took the yellow train here," and I was like,
Oh, God.
what? What the fuck are you talking about?" And it was like you can tell people who are from out of town that they call the trains by the colors.
Yeah, well, she's just an idiot, but yeah.
I don't even know what the yellow train is. What train would that
The
be?
NQR.
Oh.
Like different lines have
That's
colors.
ridiculous.
Like people
Yeah.
outside of New York call them by the colors.
No,
What
you
people
see
say.
the letters. You would just say the letter.
Yeah.
No, that's what I
They
find.
limited
That it makes sense to us because we
Yeah.
see it every day. But outside, like when she said it, I was like, "That's the goofiest shit ever." I
That's-
can't have you walking out in the world.
I think that's something I've like in my head been like, okay, the 1 and 2 is red or
Right.
whatever, but like I've never.
Yeah.
That's how it
That's
is in
weird.
Boston. It's just from Boston. It's like the red line, the blue line.
The
You
color?
see it?
Yeah.
I think everywhere else is colors. Maybe is that right? Or
I don't know about everywhere.
because New York has one of the biggest.
Oh, yeah.
Real. It's like
Yeah.
guess with China, I
Yeah,
guess,
I'm trying
right?
to think.
I mean, London has a big underground.
Yeah,
Japan has a big subway
and
system.
London is color coded.
Yeah.
But it's like very proper words. Like one of the lines is like Jubilee
Oh,
line.
that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I would hate that more.
Yeah.
The
I agree
Jew
with
line.
you.
The Jew line.
They call it for short.
But maybe we're the idiots for using letters and numbers.
Yeah.
There's just too many trains, though, and they
Yeah.
all go different places. You need to know, like the Q goes to a different place than the
Right.
than the
Yeah.
R.
And we
Yeah.
assume it's in English, right?
What?
Wait,
The,
what?
the letter trains are in English. It's
Yeah, they're definitely
so
English.
majority of people don't speak. Like,
Well,
what if you have
English?
somebody
Oh,
who's like,
but there's an N in Spanish
yeah, yeah.
and a bunch of other like, French, probably.
I was trying to learn. What was I learning that annoyed the fuck out of me? Korean. Korean's a stupid fucking language.
Yeah.
Like the three Chinese. Chinese is the best one because it's just cut and dry.
With
Then
Mandarin and Cantonese.
I believe Mandarin,
Man,
Mandarin, and then Japanese is dumb too.
Yeah.
It's
None of the Asian languages I want to
Yeah,
learn.
Vietnamese is like go fuck yourself. Like,
Yeah.
What were you learning these for?
Well, I do this thing where I learn the language of the girl that I date.
I was just about to say, were you learning it to go to the movies with
Yeah,
someone?
for the girl, like if she says, "Oh, I'm this," I'll be like, "All right," and my brain will tune in, but hey, you should learn a little bit. Just to be like, hey, I know.
So it sounds like you like Asian girls.
Yeah, like, I do like Asian girls, very much so. So, but I don't. Chinese isn't my favorite.
Alan, you should have been here yesterday. Jimmy was like, if anyone brings an Asian girl here, they get a free mic for a
I
month.
always say that. I always say it. That's not new. That's it.
Oh.
I just reiterate, just in case.
Just to remind people.
Yeah, just in case you guys forgot.
One of my best friends is an Asian woman, but I think she has too much self-respect to come here.
What?
Honestly,
What?
she works for Google. Like
What
she's
does that
doing well.
mean? What's her birthday?
It's sometime in July.
Gemini, Cancer.
She's chill.
Cancer. Is
I'm
she chill?
I'm July 19th.
Yeah, she's chill.
That's you saying we don't want to introduce your friends to piece of shit. She's chill. She's good.
She's okay. Don't worry
she
about
reads
her.
Books.
That's a funny thing about New York, though, is everyone seems to have like an important job, like Google or JP Morgan, but like you never know like what they do. Like they could be a janitor, you know?
Yeah. It depends. There's like phases. What's up? Of people, like in the morning, it's all the construction workers, the maids, and the secretaries, and then in the afternoon, it's like the hipsters running around with their bikes, and then at night, it's like the artists.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's how the city is, and I see the morning and the night people.
Yeah, I'm like adjacent to a lot of successful people because I nanny for really rich people, and then like a lot of my friends work at Google, but they're like their jobs are like non-descriptive titles like marketer blah blah blah, but it's not, and they never go to work.
Exactly.
They never go to work.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, if you're getting drunk with me on a Tuesday, like what? And they're
You
just
don't have
like,
a
we
job.
just work from home. But I'm like, I don't understand. Google's crazy. Like they get vacations constantly.
Google launders money. And they need,
well, yeah.
This is
if you have an excuse how to spend all this drug money.
If you have an important job, you're not getting work from home days, okay? Like the real workers, like they have to be in the office for like 10 hours and shit.
Yeah,
you know.
But I think Google just has so many employees that are like just in their like mid-20s that I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
I think also there is a problem with like the actual office space itself. Like Google has so many employees that they don't have a big enough space to put all their employees. So they just bought this multi-billion-dollar thing down by the Holland Tunnel, and they're redoing all this stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that they can have more office space. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
Facebook is too. Facebook is moving over on.
Freelance employees don't have to be where they're not required to be in a certain amount of hours, and a lot of them they hire them freelance so they don't have to pay benefits.
There you go.
Yeah, well, they're not, but yeah, like a good amount of people I know, I'm just like, I don't understand what you do at Google, because like, yeah, I don't. Yeah.
How you're a nanny?
Yes.
How long have you done that?
Since I moved here.
To New York, 2 years.
Yeah, no. So I've done comedy for 2 years, but I've only lived here since June.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like richer people have, I don't say young white women. Is that fair?
Yeah,
The richer you are, the more educated the nanny, I guess.
Yes.
Is that fair?
Yeah, definitely.
Totally.
Right?
Yes, like because they were like academic people too, and like they like to like have discussions with their nannies. Like they want their nanny to be like stimulating about social issues too, and they love that I'm blind. Oh my god, they think it's like the coolest thing. They're like, our nanny's blind, so.
Hi.
Get it out.
Yeah, you made it. You work it out. Good job. You made it. You win nothing, but
Get out.
yeah. Keep everybody out. That's your job. That's our new security. Yeah. What I thought about nannying for like a split second. You know, you go through the period like, hey, I need a quick job, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want that problem.
Also, they don't pick guys.
I don't think they would.
I've seen a lot of guys like nannies, but you know they're all like ex-models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to nanny for a really
Same.
I'm great.
No.
With
They're like
I'm really fantastic with children.
Yeah.
And nobody will let me near
No.
them.
No.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared. Like a lot, babies love me. Like I'll be on the subway and they
I would
smile
definitely not leave a kid with you.
and they laugh at me. They laugh at me, and I want to like make faces and stuff. But then I see the mom. I'm like, better not. You know.
It's that Bill Burr bit where he's like, I used to love making faces at kids of mine, and now you can't do it anymore because people will think you're crazy.
I want to be a nanny for like a little Asian kid, like with super rich parents.
Yeah, they
Really
take.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say
super
superpowers.
Super rich.
They
What are you gonna
take. Like he's 19 months old and has a reading list.
No, I don't need that problem.
Yeah, and it's like he can't
19
read.
months.
Like I don't understand this.
If you get lost, I need you not to cry. I need you not to. Yeah.
And most of it, and I'm like, so it's a boy, and I'm like, this kid is gonna grow up to rape people, like because they literally treat him like he's like a genius. He's 19 months old. They're like, he's a little engineer. I'm like, no, he's not.
Yeah.
He's just figuring out what blocks are. Like, and that's why he looks curious.
And that's
like,
He's stupid though.
no, he'll be smart. But
that's the worst part too. Is like,
but entitled.
There's
like,
a kid. A lot of time, kids they're just like born dumb and they're never gonna get smart. But their parents like pressure them so much to be smart that they like panic when they're older and they're like, shit. They have to come to the realization that they're dumb, and then they have to like tell their parents they're dumb and they want to do like a dumb job too.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Most of being a nanny is just pretending that you're as into the kid as the parents.
As the parents, yeah.
Because they'll just like talk about it. I'm like, you realize like y'all are really into this because you created him, and like he's a fine kid, but like I don't care that much. I hope they don't watch this.
People,
there's no way.
I've gotten so many people fired with this podcast. Like, hey, you see that movie Prodigy? There's a couple of these movies coming out about scary little white boys.
Yeah.
Who that's the theme. They come out like every so amount of years. The Prodigy is about this super smart little kid, you know, and he's terrifying the parents.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, he's smart, but we're so scared of him."
Yeah.
And I was like, "He needs a black mom." That's how you nip that in the bud.
Yeah.
Like there are no weapons going on. There's no spankings. He was under the bed with scissors. Yeah, right. You're right.
The point of the movie was like he's supposed to be the devil, right?
No, he's a psychopath. This was not. They made another one. They have a.
There's another one about the devil.
He's the devil. This kid is he's just super smart. He's a psychopath.
That'd be hilarious if it turns out it was just like a regular white baby and it was just like how everyone views like how the parents treat the kid. He's not actually smart at all.
I wish Jordan Peele would make a movie.
Yeah.
Dude, Jordan Peele just made a documentary about Loretta Bobbitt, the woman that cut her man's dick off. Yeah, it's supposed to come out. It comes out the day after Valentine's Day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous. And, what's up? Where do those black people come from? I don't know.
Round of applause for black people.
I think I'm gonna lock the door and make this the most diverse mic. It just be us. Like this is the most diverse this mic is.
It's literally half. Black people are the majority in this room right now.
Yeah, lock that door, Mike. Lock that door. This is the mic. What's the other movie called? Brightburn.
What's that?
It's about the other crazy white kid who's a superhero.
Oh, okay.
He's murdering everybody because he doesn't know how to control his powers.
Sounds about right.
Still no black parents. No black parents.
Yeah.
Did you see the daughter of the BTK killer put out a book called "Being a Daughter of a Serial Killer."
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like she grew up when she was 20 years old. Her dad was arrested for killing 10 people, and
That's not a lot anymore, right?
I mean, I
Yeah.
guess.
Then
It is when it's your
How many
dad.
people has your dad killed?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that. I couldn't get into Canada one time. That's all I'm saying.
What did she say it was like?
Well, I mean, she's a big dummy. I was watching these trailers for this book. She put out a bunch of trailers, and she's like a big dummy. But it's just really interesting.
She
to
cute?
See. No,
fuck.
I mean, her dad's horrific. I mean, her dad looks like a serial killer. You know, he looks like the kind of guy that goes into a house, ties up the whole family, and then chokes to death with plastic bags.
I feel like a lot of serial killers end up being handsome.
That's what he did.
What is that?
I feel like a lot of serial killers, they're handsome, right? Sometimes.
A lot of people thought Ted Bundy was hot. Yeah,
But
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
mean,
get it, but
exactly.
That's like the
Because they got James. They got
Dahmer, I would have.
Dahmer's more attractive.
Dahmer was a good-looking guy.
But Dahmer's gay though.
He's
Yeah.
gay.
Yeah,
I think-
you can still be hot if you're gay.
That's not what I'm saying.
But he's gay, so,
Fucking Doug.
Doug's like, yeah, the killing's bad, but he was gay.
Doug.
Yeah, I feel like also it's like people look at them and they're like, wow, this is a guy who really knows what he wants. And you're just like, you look up to him.
Well, that's why it's okay. Well, maybe you do, but
No, not like that.
I think that it's crazy when they're attracted because then they're really a psychopath. I mean, like it's crazy to rape and murder people in general, but like with Ted Bundy, it's like you would have done fine.
Who's,
you know?
Right.
who's the guy that killed the Holloway chick?
Oh,
Holloway.
shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know
The
this
Swedish
guy.
guy? Yeah, he looked cool as shit.
Chuck something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Vandersloot.
Vandersloot.
Say it, do it.
Is
it really?
Yeah, it's Vandersloot.
Vandersloot.
Oh.
Vandersloot.
Norm Macdonald.
Hot.
Okay, that's
Oh,
why,
yeah, he does.
Patricia
Yeah.
too, I think. Vandersloot. He was cool as hell.
Yeah,
He's like, he was a guy you could just hang out with.
He's
Here's what I did. When I was thinking about one day, I was like, what if I tried to get some of the most wanted people, right? The FBI Princess Most Wanted list, and I was like, which one could I get so I can get the reward,
Mhm.
right? It was like the first three are like cartel and people you don't want to fuck with, but then like the second row are like college kids who just partying in Miami. It was like last seen in Miami holding a party. I was like, I can catch Chad. I don't know. I was like, can I go get this fucking guy? He just killed a girl.
Yeah.
You know.
Can we make a documentary where you go and try to catch
Catching Chad.
I would.
No, I just like that you were.
I love like the last. I was like, I could catch. There was one guy he was a professor and he's still at large. He killed his whole family. And I was like, I don't want to fuck with that guy. I want a guy who did some drug shit.
You don't want a smart guy.
Yeah.
You're playing
A
chess with.
mastermind.
I want
Yeah.
somebody who was like, look, if you let me turn you in, we'll split the money and I'll
See,
send it
that's
to
why
you.
I love why you were doing it was just for the reward.
Yeah.
And you go from doing that to looking for a nanny job. Like this is how you're earning extra cash.
I'm a Pisces. This world in here is like, hey, we do what we can. All right.
don't
We're
even
doing a
know what
podcast at 3:00 in the back of a bar. This isn't a big idea shit here. All for two phones.
I feel like it would be fun to like track some. I love those movies where like the serial killer, someone's smart, and there's one police detective who's like too involved, and they're playing like this like head games with each other, and they're almost like each other's like best friend in a weird way. You know what I'm talking
They have
about?
very
Yeah.
intimate
They have
relationships.
relationships.
Yeah.
And I finally finished watching Ocean's 8.
Oh yeah.
And I started and stopped it 4 times. And,
Yeah, I've
'cause I
never
couldn't
Wasn't
watched
get
those
good,
into
or-
it.
movies.
Yeah, but the relationship she had with the detective
Was like that.
was like that,
Yeah.
and they should have explored that more. But
Catch Me If You Can.
I did like that.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
I love that.
That's good. What else? This is the part where hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Hey.
Good.
What
How
the
are
hell are
you?
you guys doing here? We were just talking about you.
Yeah.
Like, you're comic.
I'm a comic.
You're a comic.
I'm just
Just hanging out, audience.
Yeah.
This is the podcast before the mic. You from out of
Oh.
town or in town?
I'm from Queens.
Queens, have a seat. We're gonna get this mic.
She runs a mic. She runs a. You do.
What's your
casting.
name?
I co-hosted sometimes. Yeah.
What's your name?
My Hetty.
Hetty. Yeah, have a seat.
I know
Is
Hetty.
there a sign up sheet?
Ain't
yet,
go-
or-
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. In about 10 minutes.
We're just relaxing right now.
Just chilling. Just waiting for food to come.
Cool.
Uh,
I see you from Queens.
No.
Jimmy, you
Okay.
It's fine. Just
Yeah,
talk.
just talk. We're live on the podcast. No, you fucked everything up. We got to start all over again. Now the mic is going to start late.
Jimmy,
But it's good
what?
that we know that you're from Queens.
Yeah, you came right on time because I drew a blank. So you saved the day.
We're all wondering, where is she from?
Yeah,
Queens.
where's she
Got
from?
it.
Yeah.
Why is it you have like a daily instead of like a weekly podcast? I'm wondering.
Because I got the mic every day, and I was before it was on Monday, and I was like, I had this break in between, and the bar was open, and I wanted to do a podcast, and then I was like, the more I did the mics, I was like, fuck it, just do it. If I was going to do it Monday, then I was like, I'll do it Tuesday, and then fuck it, do it every day.
And then Wednesday.
Yeah. And I'm the type of person, I just steamroll. So if I do one, I don't do anything at.
Do you have like a viewer who watches every single one?
Yeah, well, there's viewers every day, so I'm sure there are. There's people all over. Pakistan is our biggest listener. So
No way.
I don't know what that's Pakistan. A bunch of little countries
popping in
Wait,
Pakistan.
that's nuts.
Yeah, there's Pakistan, there's Turkey, there's New Zealand, Ireland. There's like 10 people.
What about you appeals to
I
Pakistan?
fucking don't. There's one kid that keeps hitting me up. He was like, I want to introduce you to my family. Nah, I haven't. I was like, look, I gave him the thumbs up 10 times. I was like, ugh. But it's weird.
He definitely has no one else to introduce to his family.
No. He sent me all the pictures of his family. I was like, this is
That's
ISIS.
This is too much.
This is ISIS.
This is ISIS.
But the thing is, you're not famous enough where like you can be like, you're a weirdo, get away. You're just like,
Yeah.
cool. Keep
No, but
listening.
that shit comes back to haunt you. You start a relationship now.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
told me to
don't
this
meet his
8-year-old.
family, but you can
No.
send emojis.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
for
I'm like,
sure.
yeah, bye.
A thumbs up
then
emoji.
Block that shit. Fuck that. And then all the girls that I date from Happen, they listen. So I get that country. Is that a lot?
Okay.
Interesting.
No,
they come in and hey, let me listen to your podcast. I'll go back to Chile and listen to it.
I didn't know if you got girlfriends from the podcast or.
No. Definitely lose.
That would
Like,
be
they
great.
listen, they're going forever. Like,
Jimmy,
no,
I was
no,
listening.
No.
I can't help but tell you.
I hate the question, what do you do? And it was like, yeah, personal trainer, to do a podcast. And it was like, podcast! And then the stalker comes out, stalkerized, and they're like, unless they listen to an episode that was actually funny.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like there's too much I think at least every other podcast there's serial killer talk, right? That's probably accurate.
Well, that's just like hot right now.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks they're weird. They're like, I don't know. I'm like weird for liking serial killers. It's like we all like it.
It's
like
fascinating.
murder is great.
Yeah.
That's not my thing. And I try to listen to them. I'm like, I don't
But you like watching movies about them, right?
They
No,
did have a crime museum at one point in Washington D.C. It's now closed.
What?
It had like the car,
Like, people
that
that-
they put
yeah.
Dahmer would put their people in, or
Really?
Oh, that's
they
so
had,
cool.
Like, memorabilia, real evidence. So there's something. I
Well,
guess.
it's just an examination of like human behavior. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I think, it's just crazy that people kill each other.
But it was like a lot of serial killers like aren't that serious. Like cop could like a lot of times the cop just walk past a car and it's like there's no body in that. Like walk like serial killers used to be lazy. It's like if a cop just looked harder, they would have.
Yeah, because there was no DNA evidence.
Yeah,
Right.
That's the thing. You can
And
They used to send the
I
police letters.
hate putting race out there, but most of them are white guys.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because
Because
I
they
could
have
never
other
get, as
problems.
many times as I get stopped by cops, I could never be a serial killer.
No.
They stop me, never.
Because why'd you do
Yeah,
anything
before you
like
did
that?
crime. I could be right next to the guy killing people.
Suspect you're about to
Yeah, we think, what are you doing?
Plus, you're too fit. I feel like serial killers don't work out. You know,
They're
because
usually like thin, but not like muscular.
they have
That's
to
my
use
impression of thin.
objects to hit people with.
That's how they catch people because even nobody's afraid.
Yeah.
Like oh he's not gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Dude,
Plot twist.
there was one guy who said, I think he was able to fight Dahmer off, and Dahmer just ran away. That would be the
Yeah, I remember
luckiest
that.
guy
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
world.
Well, you know the guy with Dahmer. There was a guy that escaped, and like the police found him, and then Dahmer was like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend. We're in a fight." And the police searched the apartment, and were like, "Okay, nothing's wrong."
That was a Chinese kid, a little Chinese
Yeah,
kid.
the craziest part about this.
It's crazy.
Okay, so Dahmer cracked open this little Chinese boy's head. He was 14 years old, this kid.
Fuck.
Cracked open his head, shot acid into his brain,
Ugh.
and somehow the kid escaped and went out into the street. And the cops were like looking at him, and Dahmer was like, "No, this is my 19-year-old boyfriend. He's fine." And the cops were like, "Oh, All right, well that's okay.
Wow.
And then there's like,
Talk about a bad trip.
Yeah.
There's recordings of the 911 calls of the officers laughing about how oh, we found this fucking gay kid in the street and his boyfriend came. He's fine. They're just and then he killed the kid.
Fuck.
Hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That's also the worst, to
That'd
almost
be
escape,
terrifying.
and then it's like,
And they still get caught.
Yeah.
You're meant to die. The guy's like, no, I need to get rid of you.
yeah. Well, yeah, Dahmer's like, well, I definitely need to kill you now. I was planning on waiting till 5, but jeez.
Fuck. Let's see, we can wrap this up. What else you got? Any questions? You came in late. Any questions?
No.
How'd you hear about this mic?
Free mic stuff. Hans.
Huh?
Yes. The interwebs.
Hans. Who's Hans?
Hans Kim.
Yeah, Hans. Hans Kim gets a free mic forever. All right.
I'm friends with
What?
Hans.
He's never even here. I've never seen
I've
him.
never
That's
seen
weird,
him
right?
here.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Kev the Comic. I just got both of those recently, so follow me, Pakistani guy.
or you might not. Cab the Polio. Website?
No website.
The website?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's like where you would find all my stuff. It's Ellen Ullman. It's UHLMANN.
Website?
No.
No website.
No.
Come on.
I've heard you say this every single
Yeah.
time. Okay, so it's not the 1990s. Like, this is like, my parents are always like, why don't you start a blog? I'm like, no one gets famous from a blog anymore. All of my comedies, like, will be on Instagram, like, stuff that I've done.
Calling you old, Jimmy.
You still need a website.
But like it
Right?
goes to other websites. But like I've only been doing comedy 2 years. Like I don't have enough for a full website.
Yeah.
Plus it's just like
Like you start little at a time. You put a little bit on there.
yeah
And then it grows.
yeah. Like I have shit on like
That's-
YouTube and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
like yeah, it's just
Because you act too. Do you act yet?
no.
You haven't gotten acting.
No,
Are you going to?
I don't know.
I think agent is when you get a website.
I'd
Right?
rather I'm like am focusing on stand up.
Uh,
I can help you with the website.
Yeah. What? Say your name. Say your name.
I can help you with it. I'm Jen Hellman.
Jen Hellman. Yeah. Good.
Do you wear contacts?
Me?
Yeah.
No, never gotten that question before.
No?
Yeah, maybe that'll
No,
help. Have you tried
I
that?
don't want to be a dick, but literally so many people ask me if I wear glasses or contacts, and it's like, yeah, that was like the first thing we tried. Believe it or
Use
not.
your brain, Doug.
But no, it's because it's blind spots, so it's like it doesn't help. Like it's not just God, Jesus,
What?
decreased vision.
It's not
Yeah.
blurry.
Another question for you. Have you ever argued with like another blind person?
I asked dating, but good. Have you
Oh
argued?
no, I haven't. I don't know that many blind people actually. I had dinner with a group of women who have Stark Arts, and I didn't like them. So
Mm.
I've dated handicapped girls, wheelchair bound. But
Okay.
do blind people judge other blind people for like not being as blind?
no, not that I know of. I'm not really like tied into the blind community.
She's a regular person.
Yeah, but I will say you were here. Well, because
Yeah.
it's your mic.
Uh-huh.
But a couple like last week or something, a girl like went on after me and talked about how like she was like blind until she put her contacts in. Do you
Oh.
remember this?
Blind? Oh yeah. she
And
said
I was
front.
like, yeah, and
I
I
heard
was
you. I heard
like,
you scoff.
yeah, because I was like, I can't listen to this. Because I will have people be like, oh, a lot of old people are like, I'm blind too. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're just old. Like, it's not the same thing.
But you accept that as like people just use that for phrasing, like how people are like, oh, I'm so deaf, but they're not actually deaf.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing when I disclose it to people and I say I'm legally blind. Like, yeah, like I said, like some people can think it's more minimal than it is.
Right.
Because people overuse it and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I exaggerate too. It's fine.
Jen, do you think comics should have websites?
I do.
Why?
I think it helps give credibility, and when bookers are looking at you, they can get your information. And I think I think it's all about connecting with people. So if they liked you, they're going to want to see where you are again. So it's an easy place to go and
Yeah.
see where you're going to be when.
I'm-
Yeah, and put your video up. And if you want to do acting, you just add it up. Yeah, I think it's important.
There it is.
I just got a website like 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's the fuck I'm talking about.
I feel like
What?
why I'm apprehensive, the only reason is because I see a lot of people in the scene who have like who focus more on that stuff than they do their actual comedy,
Oh,
and
yeah.
sometimes it can be annoying because it's like, okay, great, you have a good headshot, but like you're not funny. So like
you
I'm with you.
gotta do both.
No, I get it.
Never too early to market, but the girls will be separated from the women at the end of the day, or the boys will be separated from the men. Basically, you're either going to get booked. You're not going to get booked because your website.
Yeah, the tall people are going to be separated from the short people.
Makes it easier for the bookers.
I mean,
blacks are going to kill
I
this
get
shit. I don't know. I'm just trying to motivate you.
I can
Trying to get you some money, Jen.
I can do a website. I'm just saying, like,
Just kidding.
whatever.
I'm with you, Ellen. I'm with
I've
you.
been booked like plenty of times without having a website. Just saying.
Oh, now she's bragging.
Yeah. Excuse us.
But I get what you mean. It gives you legitimacy and stuff for sure.
Is that it? That's it. Let's wrap this up. Last question, quick. I didn't mean to yell at you.
You mentioned that you dated a handicapped girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your line?
That's my line.
Where is she?
I just say I catch them by the elevators, and I say the
He just
elevator's
catches
out of
them.
order, and then I walk them up the steps, and I talk, and I say, hey, maybe we should go hang out sometime.
It's amazing because I can't see.
Close it. You can't see?
No, they can't.
No, they can't walk.
They can't run away.
They can't
No,
run
they
away.
can see.
They're in a wheelchair. They can see. They can see how strong I am.
They just
carrying
can't do
them up
anything
steps.
about it.
I carry her in one arm and the wheelchair in the other, and then
But if they're mentally handicapped, that's like the line.
I wouldn't do that. I'd not say wouldn't.
Jimmy.
I didn't know she
That's
wasn't
just
mentally.
also a different
This is too much. This is
conversation.
too much conversation. Yep.
Yeah, and
Good
that's
job.
also like,
Thank you for saving the day.
yeah.
This is another episode of The People's Mic. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimPeoples.com. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, J Peoples TV. This is the podcast Before the Mic, every day at 2:15, Monday to Friday, followed by The People's Mic, every day, Monday to Friday, at the world famous Out of Shrunken Head. Come join us. Give it up for them one more time. Thank you.